Hello and welcome back to Subnautica with me, Chris, otherwise known as Silent8472, where in our last episode we went hunting for upgrade boxes for our Cyclops. We got a couple of the ones we wanted. So I did say I was going to do a couple of bits off-screen. Unfortunately I haven't been able to get quite as much done off-screen as I was hoping, because I do actually record these, or I've recorded this back-to-back with the last one. Aha, that was what I needed. And I only have a limited amount of time to record today, so I was kind of hoping to get some of this done before I brought you guys back in, but yeah, I've only got, like I say, a little bit of time left. Now, what I'm doing in the Jellyshroom Cave was, as you saw, I needed some lithium because I'm currently doing the upgrade for the... Where's our base gone? That way. Doing the upgrade for the Cyclops so that we can get the depth module, and then I'm going to start working on the sonar module. So that's where we are picking up today. Again, hoping you guys don't mind seeing some of this, a little bit of behind the scenes for you. But here we go. So, just zipping back. And then up here. That was the wrong one. That was what I meant to do. Okay, and then we can go and drop this. And this is the where it's well, I say frustrating until you start setting it all up and moving everything into the Cyclops. I've got to come back to the main base because the main base has the fabricator that I need to make the plasteel ingot I need for the depth module, which I've then got to take over to the Cyclops to then build. So, there's our plasteel ingot. Okay, and then we needed 3 rubies, which I've got. Okay, so that's that one sorted, and then let's go back and check our blueprints. What else did I want? The sonar upgrade, 3 magnetite and a computer chip. I left some magnetite down there. Okay, so the computer chip is going to be gold, which we've got. Copper wire, which we're going to need to get. We're going to need some table coral, so we can go this way for it. So, yeah, this is going to be a bit of a taking the time to upgrade the Cyclops. I will be completely honest with you guys, it may not be the sexiest episode, but it does illustrate sort of what we need to do the prep, because if I just try and take the Cyclops down now, it will get completely messed up. So there's our table coral. Then we need to get we need 1 more piece of copper. I'm sure, random piece of titanium, take that. I'm sure I've scoured this place. Pretty sure I've scoured it. Yeah, that's all empty. Okay, time to go and turn the scanner room on then. Look for limestone chunks. I've also played with the field of view a little bit to give us a bit of a wider angle on what we're up to, and that's partly for when I'm driving the Cyclops. I like to see a little bit more of the controls than the default view of it giving me. So, yeah, you might notice it looks just a hair different. Okay, limestone chunks. Right, while you're scanning, let's head back and get that magnetite we need. So try and multitask a bit here. And down we go. Now there's a piece fairly near the entrance, which is why I'm coming down here without the sea moth, because I saw it as I drove in and while I was looking for shale. So from memory, yeah, there it is, just there. Grab that and turn straight around. Hello, crab squid. I don't want to mess with you. There we go, coming straight back out. Hoping that's not too dark on the YouTube compression, because I don't have the sonar to ping for you guys to see. Okay, and then we've got... Wow, that's not a lot of limestone around us. We really must have been scouring this clean. Okay, I might need to start looking at a prawn suit then to get the larger resource nodes. Okay, that's the 2 pieces of limestone we needed. Well, limestone the copper. So we can come back here. We can then make our copper wire into our computer chip. And I've already forgotten what we needed that for. It was, oh yeah, the magnetite. Okay, which we've got. The other two are in here. So that is enough for our depth module, our sonar upgrade, and then the shield generator we are going to want at some point. We definitely are. Okay, I think I might try and do that as well before we go deeper because we can get that. Okay, so let's get these sorted out first. This is what I mean, you have to come back to the Cyclops to build those upgrades. Here's our upgrade bit, so there's our sonar. There's our depth module. Now can I make the next depth module? Let's just check that. That is on the modification station. Plasteel and nickel, which we don't have yet. Okay. Okay, that's fine. We will probably, truth be told then, bring the modification station on board here so we can try and do that on the fly. Okay, we will drop those in. Now at 900 meter crash depth, which is good. Yeah, let's go grab that modification station. I'm not going to worry about getting the resources for another one. I'm just going to grab the one out of our base and take it with us. You know, desperately hope I don't get the Cyclops killed.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
There we go. That's the thing, whenever you deconstruct anything, you do actually get everything back, all of it. Which that is something that's pretty good with this game. It lets you move things around quite freely. So we will come and do that. And then, I think, are you all going to say it with me? Let's get some more copper, so we can build that advanced wiring kit for the shield generator. And if we get that done quickly, I think we can actually go today, which would be cool. What do you mean no power? Oh, come on. Ran out of power on the batteries in my builder. Okay, fine. Right. We will go and quickly swap those batteries out. Because apparently I've not done the swim charge things yet. Okay, and then we want 1, 2, and we'll put the dead ones in. Okay, let's go. Oh, look, it's found a load more limestone now. Let's go and get some of that copper. We might need to grab another. Thinking about it. Yeah, we might need to grab another. Well, they're all in here. Okay. Another. Words are escaping me at the moment. Table coral sample. Okay, that's our 2 copper for our computer chip. Where's that? Looks like it'll be table coral. Yep. Right, where's it actually gone? Fell onto the one below, which is fine. Any other bits? Yes, 2 more bits there. Okay. And then we're going to need to make the polyaniline, which we need our deep mushrooms for. I'm sure it's polyaniline. Blueprints. Shield. Yeah, polyaniline. Oh, we need a power cell. We need more copper then. And we'll need to go and get some silver. I always forget how complicated the shield generator is. Okay. So now we need 1 more copper. And we'll need to go and get 2 silver because we haven't got any at all in the base at the moment. Okay. Titanium, I thought you were going to be nice to me then. Are you going to be nice? No, more titanium. How about you? Are you going to be a nice friendly copper? Lovely. Okay, that's that sorted. We will then pick up a couple of acid mushrooms on the way back. to get the deep shrooms off the top where we've been growing them. There they are. The polyaniline from memory is 3. Okay, right, let's do the computer chip because that will... Actually, we can do the battery as well, can't we? Yeah, we'll do the batteries. And the copper wire. So this will all shrink down in our inventory with what we're doing. We then need some rubber. Do we have any random rubber kicking around? We do, lovely. So that'll make the power cell.
Seek fluid intake.
Yes, alright. Thank you for telling me I'm thirsty. And then the polyaniline, we need to grab some salt out of our water dispenser, which we need to go and visit anyway for a drink.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Okay. That is the... then hydrochloric acid. Into the... we need some gold for the polyaniline, which we've got loads of. Got a computer chip, so now I think it's just going to be the silver we need for the sandstone chunks. That's what we want, right? Yes, and then we can dump off those bits we're not worried about. Those bits we can just drop in there. Oh, not diamonds. Diamonds, you belong in crystal. Okay, I'm going to need to get some food while that's scanning. Okay, then choppity chop. Okay, right. How are you scanning on the sandstone front? Okay, you have got some, which is good. Okay. Gold, that's not what I was after. Lead, that's also not what I was after. Silver. There we go, that's what I wanted. Where are you? Oh, you're in the cave. Okay, fine. We'll just avoid the stingers. Lead. Silver. Perfect. That's all I wanted. Off we go. Now, we'll probably only be able to go so far down before we wind up coming back for a couple of bits anyway. But there are some interesting bits we're going to want to get to down here. So... our wiring kit into an... what do you mean unpowered? How have I burned through all the power? What's taking the power? Oh, I suppose the scanner room's doing some, isn't it? Right, let's turn that off then. There's a problem on crafting at basically night time. Right, have you got enough power now? Missing for the advanced wiring kit. Another piece of gold. Okay, so that should be our shield generator. Yes, it is. We've got the sonar upgrade. We've got the first depth. That I want. But we don't have the equipment for it yet. So let's go and... whoop. Make this. So the shield generator will murder your batteries, but it completely makes the Cyclops invulnerable. So if you happen to be in panic stations under attack, it is useful. Okay. Couple of last little bits, and then we can start going deeper. Right. So I need to replant some more of these because I'm going to need some polyaniline for when we get back. But we're going to need some resources beforehand. We then also want to grab our sea moth. Now, we're going deep under. What do I need for... I don't have the lithium, and I'm not going looking for that now. Okay. Because where we're going quite deep, the solar generator won't do anything for us, so I was going to look to swap that out for an armor reinforcement. But like I say, I don't have the lithium, and I'm not going to waste your time going and looking for it at the moment. Right. Shall we head out? Right. Now, we need to set up the beacon for Life Pod 2, which is that one, because that is going to take us roughly where we want to go. 90%. At some point I might need to make some power cell rechargers. Okay, but now you can see we've got a sonar button and a shield button. And the sonar here works exactly the same as the Seamoth one. The only difference is it's a toggle on and off, because you can't always be looking over there. So it toggles on or toggles off, whereas the Seamoth one is a click to activate. Ooh, that's shallow. There we go, right. So yeah, this is where we're going to start going a bit deeper. Now, for those of you that have played before, and I know a few of you have because you've been leaving comments in the chat that you wouldn't, or not the chat, you've been leaving comments that you wouldn't be able to if you hadn't played it before. So you're probably guessing where I'm heading at the moment. But for those of you that don't, it's going to be a completely new area, which I quite like. Down we go. 900 metres depth. That will definitely get us deep enough for getting started at least. But it will be, if we bottom out there, it will be deeper than the Seamoth can go. Clang, clang. Right, let's steer around here. You see what I mean? It's an 18-wheeler. It's massive. It's not quick, but it's yeah. You love the Cyclops when you're playing this. It's needed, but it is very good at what it does. Clang. Here we are, heading back to the blood kelp. So I'm going to turn the lights off, because there are crab squids here, and crab squids don't like the light. They might still attack me even with that turned off. Now what's interesting is I don't think they actually care about the internal lights, because you can turn those off, but I haven't at the moment. I've left those on. I think they only care about the external lights. So, ping. No, that's the shield. Right. That is where we're going. Yes, thank you. Turn that off. Right. You can see a red marker now, so we've got something dangerous coming after us. Yellow means they're not angered by us yet. And in we go. We're past the crab squid, so I'll turn the lights back on. And you might not be able to see it just yet. Oh, clang.
Local scans show a nearby opening, leading to a biome with extensive fossilized remains.
Okay. Whole new biome. And there is going to be stuff in here we're going to want to collect. Now, ooh, I want to go that side of the rock. Oh, new set of things. Now, I don't want to play particularly in this up a bit here, because I know you'll laugh when I say it, but there is a baby ghost Leviathan he kicked around on that top shelf. So I kind of want to come down to this lower one. Okay. So, welcome to the Lost River. Because that is what this area is. And there's a couple of bits here we want to try and find before we go too much further. There's a few resources that you have to come this far down to get. So, we've got all this green goo that is not something you want to go swimming through. But inside the green goo we have crystalline sulfur, which is different to the sulfur that we get higher up. So, we just want to have a poke around, see what else we can find. Magnetite. Now I think you can get on the wall. That's shale. So that's not new. We've got more magnetite. Oh, that's just straight up raw lithium. I'll take that because that's a pain to get out of the shale. But I believe on the wall sometimes you can get the next metal that we need, which is nickel. So yeah, I'm just going to try and hoover this up while we're here. Because this is stuff we're going to want, and I don't want to spend. Yeah, you get little cave crawlery things now that try and bite at you. Is that nickel? Nickel! We're going to need a load of that. Right. More crystalline sulfur. Just looking around, seeing if I can find anything else. I'm looking on the walls mainly because it's the nickel I want. Because that we cannot get any higher than here. We have to be this deep to get nickel. And it is used for everything we need to go deeper. Right, okay. And in we go.
Welcome aboard.
And we've done all of that in
All
here.
systems online.
So that if we go back out, we've got space to go. We'll turn the engine back on.
Powering up.
You can see the marker for that Ghost Leviathan is somewhere up there. But it... Oh! Oh, losing frames there. Oh, what's happened there? Oh, hang on. Oh, what's gone on there? Why is that lost frames? It's better again now. That was very odd. Right. We're going to continue following the river. And then we're going to get to this bit here where it turns into a waterfall. And guess what? We're going down it. And it's a tricky thing to steer a Cyclops down here. Whoa. Oh, ruby, I could do with a couple more of them. Just going to jump out and grab that. Are there any others around? Any other flashing telltales of red? No, that surprises me. Normally you can get a couple of them. So there's multiple entrances to the Lost River. So there's a few different ways you can get here. So if you remember that Degassi base in the deep Grand Reef where there was the... Oh, it's done that, lost the frame rate again. Very odd. Where there was the base 500 metres down with all the big blue bulby bits. There is another way in there if you continue going deeper. But this one is the one I kind of like. Part of the reason I put food in the Cyclops is because it then lets me not worry about how long I spend here. I can spend forever here if I need to. Because I've got food and water with me. Because marble melons replenish water. So, you might have noticed that big skull there. I'm going to let you guys go have a look. No, it's not a skull. It's a giant thing. Leviathan skeletal remains. You'll notice that's only the head and the rib cage. Yeah. sea dragon skeleton. We've not met one of those yet, but that'll be fun when we do. Right, what else do we have down here? Let's have a quick scout. There's some quartz, some thermal zones. You can see why I want the thermal plant. We've got these glowing green bits, suggesting alien stuff that way. But I'm not going to do that this episode. I'm going to save that for the next episode. We've got all this green goo coming round. Okay, where I'm actually going to park this episode is, I believe, it's... Oh, it's done that again. That's so weird it's done that. Right, I believe it's in this direction. There it is, yep, that's where I wanted to go. There is a tree under the water over here. And this is where I'm going to park, because there's some stuff I can get around here, and there's some interesting stuff about this tree. Clang, clang. You know, I'm never sure whether that's just us clattering into smaller fish, or whether that's like meant to be the depth adjustments with the pressure. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, that is a pretty tree, is it not?
Powering down.
Okay, so let's go out and have a look. Oh, that's got very bright all of a sudden. Okay, here we have a giant tree, a giant cove tree. There we go. It's the only place on the planet you'll find it, and those glowy bits there, I mean, I'll bring up the reedy bit if you are curious, but effectively they are ghost Leviathan eggs. Yeah, eggs. So this is their breeding ground. Now the blue one we can go into, and there's uranium. I'm not sure how much uranium I'm actually going to use, but again we should be able to find some nickel. So these are like the larger deposits I was talking about that we need the prawn suit for, because that's the only thing with drill arms that can crack into them. I'm going to leave the uranium because I'm not actually doing nuclear power, it looks like, on this run, because, well, we're not needing to. Fuel sack. That was nickel there. I'm going to hoover up all the nickel I can. Magnetite. Silver is still useful because we seem to run out of it quite a lot. Is that nickel? No, that was just a mark. Okay. Uranium. Right, okay, let's go back to the sub. Running out of power on this battery. That's frustrating. I really should have done the flippers before I left. I think I've got the blueprint for the charge flippers. Right. How are we doing for the next depth module? Plastic ingot and nickel. We don't have the titanium for that, but we have got all of the nickel now for when we want to do that and go deeper. So that is good. But yeah, this is where I'm going to park for the end of this episode, so I'll give you guys this lovely view here. So thank you very much for coming and joining me. As always, likes, comments, subscriptions, they all help the channel out. And next episode, we're going to be visiting something that was alluded to in a log, which was... where is it? Data downloads. Alien data. Scan data. It was terminal data, wasn't it? Where is it? Or is it under clues? Ah, yes. 800 metres down, a cave system with an extensive fossil record, which is kind of where we are at the moment. So, yeah, next episode, that's what we're going to be exploring. And, yeah, I hope you join me for that. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Thanks very much. Bye.